Today I'm reading from a work by the Italian writer Luigi Pirandello called Nessuno e Centomila, One, No One, and 100,000. This is from the first part, titled Mia moglie e il mio naso, my wife and my nose, in which the main character is told by his wife that his nose and his physical appearance is not as perfect as he imagined. So I'll read one time in Italian and then do an English translation. Che fai? Mia moglie mi domandò, vedendomi insolitamente indugiare davanti allo specchio. Niente, le riposi, mi guardo qua, dentro il naso, in questa narice, premendo avverto un certo dolorino. Mia moglie sorrise e disse, credevo ti guardassi da che parte ti pende. Mi voltai come un cane a cui qualcuno avesse pestato la coda. Mi pende? A me? Il naso? E mia moglie placidamente. Ma sì, caro, guardatelo bene. Ti pende verso destra. Avevo 28 anni e sempre fino allora ritenuto il mio naso, se non proprio bello, almeno molto decente, come insieme tutte le altre parti della mia persona, per cui mi era stato facile ammettere e sostenere qualche di solito ammettono e sostengono tutti coloro che non hanno avuto la sciagura di sortire un corpo deforme, che cioè sia da sciocchi invanire per le proprie fattezze. La scoperta improvvisa e inattesa di quel difetto perciò mi stizzi come un immeritato castigo. Okay. It says, che fai? What are you doing? Mia moglie, my wife, mi domandò, asked me, vedendomi, looking at me, insolitamente, unusually, indugiare, linger, davanti allo, in front of the specchio, mirror. What are you doing? My wife asked me, looking at me unusually, linger in front of the mirror. Niente, nothing, le riposi. I responded to her. Mi guardo qua, I'm looking at myself here, dentro il naso, in the nose, in questa narice, in this nostril. Premendo, squeezing, avverto, I sense, un certo dolorino, a certain little pain. So nothing, I responded. I'm looking at myself here in the nose, in this nostril. I sense a little pain, a certain little pain when I squeeze. Mia moglie, my wife, sorrise, smiled e disse and said, credevo, I believe, ti guardassi, you were looking at yourself, da che parte of that part ti pende, that is hanging or bending on you, or that is crooked. Mi voltai, I turned myself, come, like un cane, a dog, a cui to whom qualcuno, someone, avesse pestato, had stepped la coda, on the tail. So I turned around like a dog whose tail had been stepped on by someone. Mi pende, it's hanging, it's drooping. Me, a me, to me, il naso, the nose. E mia moglie and my wife, placidamente, placidly. Ma sì, caro. But, yes, dear, why of course, dear. Guardatelo. Look at yourself, it. Well, bene. Ti pende, it's drooping on you, verso destra, towards the right. It's drooping towards the right. I had 28 anni, 28 years, I was 28, e sempre and always, fino allora, until then, ritenuto, I had regarded, il mio naso, my nose, se non proprio bello, if not itself beautiful, almeno, at least, molto decente, very decent, come, like, insieme, together, tutte le altre parti, all the other parts, della mia persona, of my person. So I was 28 and until then had always regarded my nose, if not itself beautiful, at least very decent, like together like all the other parts of my person. Per cui, for that reason, m'era stato facile. It had been for me easy, ammettere e sostenere, admit and sustain that which, di solito, usually, generally, ammettono e sostengono, they admit and they sustain, tutte coloro, those people, those who that non hanno avuto, have not had, la sciagura, the misfortune, di sortire, the coming out of un corpo deforme, a deformed body. Okay, so it says, for that reason, it was easy for me to admit and sustain that which usually is admitted and sustained by those who have not had the misfortune of coming out of coming out in birth as a deformed body. Che cioè sia, that being, da sciocchi, the shock, invanire, in vain, from le proprie fattezze, one's own features. So this misfortune that he talks about, which this misfortune that he talks about is that of the kind of in vain shock, which he calls here, of one's own features. Okay, la scoperta, the discovery improvvisa, sudden e inattesa, unexpected, di quel difetto, of these defects. Perciò, therefore, mi stizi annoyirmi come, like, un e immeritato, undeserved castigo, punishment. So the sudden and unexpected discovery of these defects, his nose, therefore annoyed me like an undeserved punishment. Okay, I'll stop there.